What is up, everyone? It's CMG here. So, we're on Genshin Impact, and of course, Raiden Shogun's banner is currently live right now alongside Ayato. So, I haven't done a Genshin Impact video for some time. So, what I decided to do for this video is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to showcase some of my favorite builds that I've done on my account in the past 2 years that I've been playing this game, because it's an incredibly addictive game. I play this as well as Overwatch. Yeah, I thought it'd be a nice idea to go ahead and just showcase some of the stuff that I've done, and this is such a great game, by the way. Now, I have done a lot of things with these characters. I mean, there are a few things that I've done wrong with them in the past. I've watched a lot of streamers casually to get some ideas off of those guys, you know, to potentially get some good builds off of those guys. And yeah, these builds are not perfect, but you know, if there are people out there that are struggling to build some of these characters that I'm going to showcase today, and maybe want a little bit of inspiration, then I guess this is the perfect video for you. If you're one of these people that knows how to build some of these characters and wants to go ahead and give me some ideas to perhaps make these characters better to play with, then yeah, please do let me know in the comments below if you are watching this. So I've got a list of characters that I want to show off today that I feel very satisfied in being able to build them. Now, one of these characters is of course Raiden Shogun, and I'm going to be starting off with this character. But there are other characters in here that I'm quite happy with the builds for, but there are some characters that I may or may not want to sort of improve. These are all 5-star characters, by the way, as well. I want to see if I can try and do a 4-star character video later on down the line as well, if people want to watch that. I mean, I am absolutely not a Genshin YouTube channel. I am an Overwatch YouTube channel. I'm just doing this video because I just happen to just want to do a Genshin video. So yeah, let's just start off with Raiden Shogun then. So this is a little bit of an update from the previous videos that I've done. So everything is probably going to be completely different from those videos. So right now, this is my current build. So right now, I have the catch. This is ideally what people like to say the best in slot, I believe, as a 4-star weapon if you don't have Engulfing Lightning. I do not have Engulfing Lightning, so the catch is pretty much the best build. What I'm going to do, by the way, is just literally showcase everything off. I don't want to try and explain too much of this because there are so many things about it that just goes over my head, and I've been playing this game for 2 freaking years. But what I do know about this stuff in particular that's really good for Raiden Shogun is that it provides more crit rate and burst damage for her. So if you look at my stats here for Raiden Shogun, I do have crit damage of 149, I do have energy recharge of 238 and crit rate, but the thing is, if I've got the catch on, I believe it provides more crit rate for her when she's using her elemental burst, and that's the reason why a lot of people use the catch. So yeah, I've been using the catch on Raiden Shogun for ages, so, and yeah, kind of works well. Emblem of Severed Fate is the artifact set. I mean, if you're not using this set for Raiden Shogun, 4-piece emblem, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, so you kind of like always need to have Emblem of Severed Fate on. So I've got a 4-star set. I'm just going to showcase all of the stats here. If you want to go ahead and just pause the video, then go ahead and do so. So I've got crit rate as the main stat. Crit damage is 19.4%. Goblet is electro damage bonus, and we have crit rate and crit damage. Crit damage is 19.4. And then we have... Right, for this specific Sans is attack. A lot of people would say you should really use an energy recharge main stat. But if you can see, energy recharge as a substat is 17.5%, and it just sort of gets me by. So yeah, ideally at some point in time, I want to see if I can try and get an energy recharge main stat, but right now, energy recharge at 17.5% as a substat is actually pretty good. So, and yeah, main attack, well, it's an attack sans, but yeah, you should really use an energy recharge. Attack is a plume, obviously, because attack is always, a plume is always attack. And yeah, those are the stats, substats. And then the flower is... Actually, this has changed hands quite a lot. This has been on official a few times. This has been on my Eula a few times. But yeah, it got put on Raiden Shogun because I was trying to build the emblem set. So yeah, this is my stats. Somebody's trying to invite me. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to ignore it. Okay, so no consolations. My elemental burst is at level 10, so I've crowned her once. And yeah, I've pretty much got the elemental skill at level 9. I want to see if I can try and double crown her at some point. So yeah, so this is my Raiden Shogun. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, if there's any inspiration you want to, if there's any inspiration that helps you to build your characters, then you know I've done my job. All right, so next character on the list, the second of my 4 horsewomen of my account, by the way. This is going to be Eula. So I have used Eula pretty much from the very, very beginning. She was like one of my first 5-star pulls. I think I've got her back in 2020, I believe. So she's been with me for quite some time. But yeah, I do not have her signature weapon, unfortunately. I do not have... I've only got the Snow Tombed Star Silver, which provides physical damage bonus, which you kind of like want. The artifact set, though, is debatable. Although, yes, I'm actually quite satisfied with the fact that both 2-piece sets of Pale Flame and Bloodstained Chivalry do provide physical damage bonus. I already know at the back of my mind that I kind of like need 4-star Pale Flame, and I'm desperately trying to get a goblet with physical damage bonus, and I'm struggling with that. I really am. Remember that video that I did about Eula, where I was struggling to find a decent build? I'm still struggling from that video. So yeah, I haven't even had a chance to build a... I mean, it's satisfying to a point where I've got a lot of physical damage bonus. If you look at my main stats, I've got... I have 84.5 physical damage. I've got no cryo damage. I've got 149 energy recharge. Crit rate is 38. Crit damage is 198. But I mean, I'm in need of a 4-piece Pale Flame. But right now, I've got a Bloodstained Chivalry, which it's copium. All right, it's copium. But yeah, no consolations because she's a 5-star character, and triple crown, baby. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I'm a big Eula main, so of course she's gonna have to be triple crowned. So yeah, 10, 10, 10 all round, guys. So yeah, I mean, if there's any improvement that needs to be made, I guess it would probably be the fact that I'm using 2-piece Pale Flame, 2-piece Bloodstained. Yeah, let's have a look at the stats as well, by the way. So we got crit damage on the circlet. We have attack on the goblet, which really needs to be physical damage bonus. I already know this. But I'm just getting by with an attack one for now. The Sands is attack, with energy recharge of 10.4, crit rate of 12.4, crit damage of 7.8. We have a attack plume with crit damage of 19.4. I don't know why defense is 12.4. I guess it rolled too much into the percentage. And then we have this one here, Summer Knight's Bloom, which I just literally put on because I thought it would be really good to have on her. And it offers 20.2% crit damage, but very, very low crit rate. So, yeah, I know this is what happens when you're trying to farm for artifacts. And, yeah, they just don't go well for you at all. So, yeah. My Eula is okay. I mean, it gets me by. I mean, I'm a big Eula main, and I've triple crowned her. But I would like to improve her at some point. Yeah, there's a lot of improvement to be made. Alright, guys, this is my main character. This is my MC. This might as well be, because I use Ganyu more than any character in the game. Alright, so... you know what? I love Ganyu. She's my favorite character in the game. Yeah, so... The weapon is the Amos bow, and I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I am so glad to have been able to get the Amos bow. I mean, I actually got the Amos bow from a standard wish that I got from the standard banner. And honestly, it could have been any character from there. It could have been any weapon from there when you think there's a lot of possibility. But the fact that I got the Amos bow amidst everything else, it kind of like made me think, you know, maybe Hoyoverse just think or knows that I'm a big Ganyu fan. And I'm just like, you know what, you can have the Amos bow. You know, why not? So, yeah, there you go. So I just happen to have Amos bow at rank 1, level 90. I mean, I can't go wrong with that one. Now, this setup is this actual setup is a melt Ganyu. It's not a freeze Ganyu because it's got Wondrous Troop on it. So I think I may have showed this off at a later time. But there's the stats. So crit damage on the circlet with 9.3 crit rate and attack. Then you've got... Alright, I think this is different. I got the goblet because of cryo damage bonus, and the crit rate is 13.2, 6.2 crit damage, which I think is a little bit too low for my liking. Energy recharge of 11%, HP is 9.9. Then you've got the attack sands here with these stats. Then you've got this one, attack plume, with these stats. And then you got these stats as well for the flower. So yeah, it's basically a wondrous troop set. So basically it's a melt Ganyu. So I tend to use Ganyu with a specific team, which I don't know if I'll probably show that later on, I'm not sure. But yeah, no consolations, and of course she has to be triple crowned. Of course she has to be, because she's one of my favorite characters in the game, and she's the character that I use more often than any other character. So yeah, of course she's got to be triple crowned. So yeah. My main attributes are these, I should say. So crit rate's 48%, crit damage is 200%, energy recharge is 147. If there's any improvement that I would like to make, it's probably elemental mastery, because it's way too low. I've seen a lot of people say that elemental mastery of 80 for a Ganyu is pretty low. So I might have to improve that at some point. I don't know, but yeah, I have that in mind, the fact that I have to improve my EM. But yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good Ganyu, to be honest. I mean, it really does a lot of numbers for me, so I can't argue. All right, Cokes, you're up. So Kokomi, this is my fourth horsewoman of my account. So this is basically my healer. So yeah, I mean, Kokomi is really good. I mean, without Kokomi, the fact that I've got Kokomi in my account, I never use my food. You know, whenever I'm doing boss battles or whatever, doing domains and stuff, whenever everyone's low, everyone goes to their food, right? Because I haven't got anyone, unless they're using like Barbara or something like that. But because I'm using Kokomi all the time, I just bring down Squid, heal everybody up, and then I never get to use any of my food. I mean, I've got so much food in my account, it's ridiculous. But yeah, Kokomi. Let's have a look at my stats. So, I've got energy recharge of 135. I feel that this needs to be a bit more. And my healing bonus is 40%. And I've got hydro damage bonus of 28.8 for some reason. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so my weapon is Thrilling Tales. Thrilling Tales is a very, very good 3-star weapon, I believe, because when you have Kokomi on field and then you switch to another character, that character increases their attack. So this is a really, really awesome weapon to have on Kokomi. So, you know, it's just a bit of a word of mouth, really. So yeah, definitely use Thrilling Tales. Because, I mean, a lot of people use Oathsworn Eye, or they use stuff like Prototype Amber. Those kind of weapons. But I prefer Thrilling Tales, to be honest. But yeah, Artifact is Ocean Hue Clam. So basically, 4-piece Ocean Hue Clam is like, whenever I throw down the Squid for healing, there's a little bubble that shows up that deals a little bit of extra damage. It sort of explains it in the 4-piece set with that massive long bit of explanation on the right hand side. Yeah, I mean, if there's only one thing that really bothers me about my Kokomi build, is the fact that I do not have a healing bonus circlet. It's an HP one. But yeah, I've literally used Kokomi as a HP wall, because I believe she needs a lot of HP. But at the same time, she kind of like needs a little bit of healing bonus. So what I could do is I could try and go for a healing bonus goblet, and then try and maybe get some of these other artifacts to get a little bit of HP, because this one doesn't have an HP substat. This one does, but it's like a flat HP one. This one has. This doesn't have HP on it at all. It just has crit damage. See, this is the thing. I need to sort of like make Kokomi a little bit more with terms of the HP side of things. I mean, there you go. There's a flower there with HP 16.3, which I'm quite happy about, to be honest. Maybe if I get a better plume, perhaps, or maybe get a better sands. I don't know. But this has to be healing damage. This has to be healing bonus. Why am I saying healing damage? What? Right. So no consolations, obviously, and then for the talents, I've got the elemental skill at level 9. Because apparently this needs to be prioritized more than anything else. Because if you're putting Squid down, you're doing tons of healing for your team, which is important. So yeah, this is definitely the one you want to go for. Right, so this is my Kokomi build. Let's move on to the next character that I'm satisfied with. Okay, so I'm going to showcase my Keqing, or Keqing, whatever you want to pronounce, however you want to pronounce her name. I think this was the second 5-star character that I ever pulled in the game. So yeah, so this is, right now I'm currently rebuilding my Keqing. Originally she was I think it was a Gladiators artifact set, I believe I had on her, like a 4-piece Gladiators. So yeah, right now I've got the Lion's Roar sword with refinement rank 5. And I've got, right now I'm currently in the process of building a Thundering Fury set. Now this originally was a Gladiators set, but because a lot of people, by popular demand, you should really put Thundering Fury on Keqing. So that's exactly what I chose to do, with a electro damage bonus goblet. So yeah, just ignore the fact that these are all not 20. This is something that I'm in the process of building. So let's have a look at the actual sets. Let's have a look at the artifacts. So this one's got crit damage. This was originally on my official, but I put it on my Keqing. So there you go. Crit damage of 26.4%, 10.5 attack, 5.8 energy recharge. So that's the plume. The flower has got those stats on it. So that actually rolled into crit rate twice, I believe. So 10.9 crit rate. And yeah, I know, 11.7 defense. Yeah, rip. So no crit damage, unfortunately, on this flower. But you know, I might have to improve it. I don't know. So we've got an attack sans. This is the best attack sans for Thundering Fury that I have, and it's on Keqing. So yeah, the only real care that I have for this sans is the fact that it's got crit damage on it and its attack as a main stat. So the goblet is electro damage bonus with a crit rate of 10.5 and attack 9.9, and then the circlet is crit damage, 16.2 energy recharge and 9.7 crit rate. So yeah, this is a work in progress. I might have to try and get like a better sans perhaps, because I don't like that sans at all. I think I might have to improve there. So yeah, this is a C2 Keqing. So I've actually got 2 constellations for my Keqing. Because there's been a few times where I've actually lost a 50-50. Which is fine. If I was to ever lose a 50-50, I just hope that it's Keqing and nobody else, because I use her more than the other 5 stars from the standard banner. Talents is all 888. I haven't had a chance to build any of these because I've still got to get some of these books, and this Ring of Boreas we need another one of those. So yeah. So I mean, that's my Keqing. I mean, it's not great, but it is a work in progress. I am trying to build this Thundering Fury set, which was originally a Gladiators for a long time. So yeah, nice. Right then, next character. It's time for Ayaka. All right, so Ayaka. All right, so this is a really cool set that I've got for her. So right here, I've got the Amanoma Kageuchi. I do not have the signature weapon. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. What is it called? It'll be on the screen right now. It's that weapon. I do not have that weapon, but I do have the 4-star best in slot, which is the Amanoma Kageuchi. So that's refinement rank 2. This is actually a craftable weapon as well. So you can go and get you can craft all the stuff for this. And it's at rank 2 at the moment. But I am actually trying to build this. I mean, that weapon is pretty much, it just literally fits her character, basically. I mean, I think it's kind of like, yeah. Anyway, so artifacts are just pretty much Blizzard Strayer. I mean, you don't really want anything else other than Blizzard Strayer. Because of cryo damage bonus and the fact that if you look at the main stats as well, crit rate, whenever I'm using Blizzard Strayer, if any enemies are frozen, there's an additional, I think it's like an additional 20% crit rate, isn't it? Yeah, an additional crit rate if anyone is frozen. So yeah, you kind of like want this set. So these are the stats. So the flower is these stats here. So crit damage is 19.4. Crit rate is 7.4. And then you have the plume, which is crit damage 30.2, energy recharge 9.7, crit rate 6.6. Attack sands. Now, for a time, there's a really interesting story behind this artifact. So right now, this is an attack sands. Crit rate is 7.0. Now, there's a funny story that surrounds this specific one. This was actually an HP sands, which I now have on my Toma, which was actually this artifact. But the problem was, this was an HP sands, and somebody, a streamer, I actually sent this character off to a streamer, and she actually literally scolded me for having an HP sans. And well, it was really sad to have to get rid of all that crit damage and crit rate. But I do have this. Yeah, I've lost all of that crit damage, but at the end of the day, if it's the fact that it's an attack sans and the fact that Ayaka is actually a DPS, then I mean, if you look at the attributes, I mean, I'm still like at 206 crit damage. So I mean, this is the pains of being a free-to-play player. But anyway, yeah, that's the reason. I just had to switch it around and just make it an attack sans. I might have to get a better attack sans than that, but that's for a later date, I think. So the goblet is cryo damage bonus, with energy recharge of 16.8 and crit damage of 23.3. Not bad. Not bad. And then the circlet is a crit damage, 15.9 crit rate, attack 5.8. You can't really go wrong with those stats, really, can you? Depending. Oh dear, it's all about chopping and changing and sort of like learning from mistakes as far as building characters is concerned. I mean, that's how I've kind of like learned over time about how to build characters. But yeah, no consolations. And then I think this is a double crown. So this is basically the normal attack, which is kind of like what you want to build, and then the elemental burst, both at 10. This needs to be built up a little bit. But yeah, this is a double crown for Ayaka. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy with this build, to be honest, but yeah, there's that little bit of a story regarding that one attack sans, which now, yeah, it still haunts me to this day, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, let's take a look at my Kazuha. Alright, so this is a character that I just needed to get because he was so important to the game. He is like one of the best characters to get. You really need to get this guy, because he's very, very good for the Spiral Abyss. He's very, very good at grouping people up and for other characters to be able to inflict certain elemental placements so that they can create elemental reactions. And he's very, very good at that. So yeah, let's have a look at my build. So Iron Sting is pretty much the best in slot. It's still at refinement rank 1 though. I need to get some more Iron Stings to try and bring that refinement rank up. But yeah, it's currently at rank 1 at the moment. But yeah, Iron Sting is probably his best in slot as in terms of 4-star weapons. Again, I'm a free-to-play guy. I've not spent a single penny in this game, so I'm not going to go out and get a 5-star weapon that you can only get in a banner because, well, it's going to drain your bank account. Anyway, yeah. So this is my build. So these are my artifacts. So you kind of like want Viridescent. You want to get Viridescent 4-piece. So at the moment, I'm going for Elemental Mastery. So Elemental Mastery is important as the main stat. With all of these are pretty much Elemental Mastery, with the exception of the Circlet, which is crit damage. Yeah, I'm still trying to find a Elemental Mastery Circlet. So you kind of like what this is Elemental Mastery, because that's what he does. He's more of a support. He's basically the guy that basically just infuses elemental reactions to create more damage, I believe. So yeah, that's pretty much what my is based off of. It's basically EM. Yeah, let's have a look at my stats as well. So crit rate, energy recharge in the flower. Again, yeah, I kind of like need to get some more EM in some of these as well. I've got this one for Sucrose, but yeah, that doesn't have any EM on there either. And then we have this one, Elemental Mastery, Energy Recharge 17.5, Crit Rate 3.9. Then we have Crit Damage. Crit damage on this one is 24.1, Energy Recharge is 12.3. This is actually a really, really good goblet for him. Yeah, it's a pretty good goblet. And this one, yeah, is, again, like, I need to get Elemental Mastery in some of these artifacts, I think. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at with Kazuha. And then no consolations. And then Kazuha Slash is the highest one, level 9. So I'm gonna see if I can try and look to crown this one. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. There's my Kazuha build. Let's have a look at the main attributes. So these are my main attributes. Energy Recharge, and yeah, Elemental Mastery is at 654. You can't. I know. I kind of like want this at 1,000. A lot of people say get your EM to 1,000 for Kazuha. Yeah, I know that. But it's at 654 for the time being. But yeah, that's where I'm currently at with Kazuha. Right. So the next character that we're going to showcase today is Nilou. All right. So Nilou is, I have to say, like, Nilou is a very, very satisfying build, considering the fact that I knew what I was doing. I think Nilou was the first character that I actually farmed all of the necessities before actually getting the character. So basically, I had all of the artifacts, I had all of the gems to be able to level her up fully before getting her. So yeah. So anyway, Nilou, my weapon for Nilou is Festering Desire. Yeah, you can't get this weapon anymore. I believe this weapon is one that you can get from at the very, very beginning, where we got this this event for Dragon Spine. So it was the first Dragon Spine event that you could only get this weapon for, and it's only at rank 3. So if I can't get this to rank 5 because you can't get the weapon anymore. I don't know why. It's like I'm hoping that at some point Hoyoverse might give us the chance for, especially for new players, if they want to get this weapon at some point, at least let them like farm it for free, you know. But for some reason, it's attached to that one event that you could have gone, but you know. But anyway, the reason why I've got Festering Desire on my Nilou is because of Energy Recharge. I do like using her Elemental Burst because it's really good for Dendro. By the way, Nilou is a very niche character, I believe, because she only works with Dendro teams. If you use her for anything else, she doesn't get the benefits from all her passives, especially the Bountiful Cause, which I'll explain a little bit later. But yeah, my artifact set is 2-piece Wanderers for Elemental Mastery and 2-piece Tenacity for increased HP. Like for Nilou, it's all about HP. So if you look at the flower, is HP. And also HP, 15.2 HP as well. So it's literally all about HP for Nilou. Again, attack, HP, 11.7%, and you got tons of crit damage, crit rate. I'm really satisfied with this build. I've got to be honest. I'm very, very satisfied with this build, given the fact that what you kind of not need for her. And then this attack, and then the Sands is HP, attack, crit rate, crit damage is 21 point, and then there's another HP set there. And then the Goblet is HP, attack and crit damage. Sadly, there's no HP there. And then the HP Circlet is crit rate, attack, crit damage, and energy recharge. Like I said, I'm very, very, very satisfied with this build. Like I said before, this was the first character in Genshin Impact that I got where I actually had all of the stuff pre-farmed before I got the character. So yeah, that's kind of like, because I kind of like knew what I was doing before I kind of like built this character. So yeah, I love using Nilou, by the way. Unfortunately, she's a niche character, but yeah, this is kind of like the reason why you kind of like need HP, because if you go down here, yeah. So basically what this does is it creates these bountiful cores. I'm sure you know what these cores look like. Whenever you're merging Hydro and Dendro, you get these like little cores that appear and they sort of like explode on impact on certain enemies. Well, Nilou is unique in a way that she creates these little things called bountiful cores, and they literally appear and they just explode. Now the damage that does is dependent on the amount of HP that Nilou has. Right now, my Nilou is like, she has like 53,000 HP. So she's going to do quite a lot of damage on these things. And of course, I've double crowned her as well. I've suddenly turned into some secretive Nilou main. The only problem is that we don't have enough Dendro characters. I'm having to rely on the Dendro Traveler and Collei because I don't have Nahida and I don't have Tignari. So I'm just having to rely on the Traveler and Collei for now. So I really want to see if I can get the best out of Nilou. But yeah, we need more Dendro characters. I mean, a lot of people are saying, you know, maybe that other Dendro character, Yao, I think her name is, and also Baizhao. I'm really butchering those names, but yeah, they could be coming out. And also, what's his name? Kave, I believe, is a 4-star Claymore user. So I mean, there are some Dendro characters coming out. We just kind of like need more. Because I'm somebody who does not have Nahida, and yeah. So there you go. That's my Nilou build. And yeah, these are my main stats. So 22.5%, 132, this much energy recharge, and I don't have any Hydro damage. No, I don't. No. Yeah, this is actually a build that I'm very, very satisfied with. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the final character that we're going to be showcasing in this video is Yoimiya. This is the latest 5-star character that I got. Now, this is a character that I got instead of Nahida, because I kind of preferred to get Yoimiya. Because I do actually like Yoimiya as a character. I think she's very, very cool. I like her a lot. So yeah, I've been using her with a team of Ganyu, Layla, and Bennett. Yeah, so basically Yoimiya's DPS. Bennett provides survivability. Layla provides the shields, and then Ganyu is like a sub DPS. So Yoimiya, I've got Rust as her weapon. Refinement rank 1, level 90. So, yeah, people usually use Rust on Yoimiya as opposed to her 5-star weapon, which I will show on the video because I can't remember the name of it. So yeah, artifacts set is Shimenawa. So yeah, I think everyone should really use. I think everybody uses Shimenawa on Yoimiya, right? So let's have a quick look. So the circlet is crit damage, energy recharge, and then we have. Actually, I don't think energy recharge is paramount on Yoimiya because her elemental burst is not all that good. So pyro damage bonus in the goblet with crit rate 9.3 and energy recharge of 16.8. We have attack sands. Yeah, this is my weakest artifact for her because I mean, look at that crit rate, it's terrible. I think yeah, that's right, because it rolled into HP 3 times. Yeah, rip. Yeah, I mean, I could go and get this. Oh no, I can't because there's no crit. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Sag. And then the plume is this. So attack 9.3, crit rate 5.8, crit damage 13.2, and then the flower is this. Yeah, rip. Look at that def. Look at that def. It's soul destroying. Farming for artifacts and then building them up is soul destroying. Oh goodness me. That's a copium artifact pretty much. So that, I mean, it gets me by, but yeah, Sag. So no constellations, and then the talents is you want to get your normal attack up first. Yeah, so my normal attack is at level 9, and then we have this at level 6, and yeah, apparently the elemental burst is not that great. I don't know what it does. I've not had a chance of leveling it up, so yeah, it is what it is. Finally, let's have a quick look at the overall stats. So right now I've got crit rate of 50%, but then crit damage is at 132. I need to get more crit damage. I don't need that much energy recharge because I don't know, like her elemental, like I said, her elemental burst is not very good, and you don't really need to use it all the time. You kind of like just need to use normal damage. All right, guys, so that's where I'm at currently with some of my best builds. Let me know in the comments below what you kind of like want to see at some point. I mean, because I'm not a Genshin content creator, I'm an Overwatch content creator. So yeah, if there's anything that you want me to do in terms of Genshin, let me know in the comments, and I will at some point do. But I kind of like want to use Genshin as a way of just sort of relaxing and not having to worry about content. But I just thought maybe I'd just come on here and just show you some of my builds. And yeah. So let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of this video. And if you play Genshin, if you were inspired by this, if you got some ideas of what I could do that's better, let me know in the comment section down below. Alright, so that's going to be the end of the video, guys. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this idea for a video and you want to see more in the future, then go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Send a comment, like the video, and then turn on your notifications. It really does help me out a great deal. You can also check me out on all of my social medias, my Twitter account, my Discord, and of course, my TikTok. Thank you for stopping by, chaps. Have a great day. Have a great life. Be nice to your fellow gamers, because we're all human beings. I've been CMG as always, and until the next video, I shall see you later. Peace.